All right, and it
That's
looks
it.
like Deval.
It's like we are live, I think we are live.
I know. And to think we've been chewing the fat for the last 40
40
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
Uh, uh,
Talking about
uh.
life.
Life
Talking about
facts.
life. Yeah. All that shit,
Exactly.
man.
All right.
All
Well,
that
listen.
shit.
All right. Well, we won't. We'll save that for another podcast, actually. So, listen. On this week's episode, folks, this is 358. Deval 358.
358. The bull one's late.
Absolutely late. We
The
just been
bull
speaking
one
about it.
is
The book
late.
run is late. And if you don't know what that is, you go search up for it. So listen, on this week's episode, we've got a couple of movies that we're going to be speaking about. Two big releases, obviously, monster movies. We've got Predator Badlands. There's no Predator. Oh, actually, there are Predators in it, though.
Today we've got a few predators on the list, actually. So there's a few predators.
There's a few.
Yeah.
And then we've also got the other monster movie, which is going to be Frankenstein, which is the newly released Guillermo del Torro directed, Oscar Isaac starring movie Frankenstein. So we'll get into that, and if we've got time, we may kind of chuck in another one in there. But listen, before we get into the meat of the show, let's do the shout outs.
Yeah, I've got a couple of shout outs today. We've got three, actually. So we've got I Am Not a Scholar podcast. So that's a podcast on Instagram about two young men who talk about faith, talk about their beliefs, and talk about how it interweaves with modern society and things like that. And they openly say they're not scholars, but obviously they know some stuff.
Yeah.
So go check them out. I Am Not a Scholar podcast on Instagram. Yeah, really interesting stuff, really. So yeah, go check them out. Second shout out goes to the Joey Journal. So the Joey Journal is a new person that we've literally just been introduced to. So hello, Joey. Hope you're well. Hope
Joey.
you're good. And Joey he's like a creative, isn't he? So Joey's a creative content creator. He's a presenter as well. So if you need him for any presenting jobs or anything like that, go check him out. So it's the _Joey_Journal. So he gave us a little shout out a few days ago when we posted about Good Boy. So I think a lot of people like Good Boy. And Zakharov, big shout out to you for being on the show last week doing Good Boy. He's going to come back on the show again at some point to do something else real soon. So yeah, really great show that was.
Yeah, it was good fun. It was really good fun. It's always great when we get people on board and getting different perspectives, and so I love doing that.
Remember his real life story? We posted that, and people were spooked about that. The real life story of his dog.
Trust me,
was called, I think, Aaliyah, and the dog was like, sensing stuff, maybe seeing something.
Doing
we don't know
what was happening in the movie.
Exactly. So if he had a camera, he could have made his own Good Boy film. Do you know what I mean?
Oh gosh! All right. Okay.
Last shout out goes to Ciel Noir 3. Again, big friend of the show. She's been on the show before. So big shout out to Ciel Noir 3. She again shouted us out on Instagram. Again, responding to Good Boy and stuff like that. Also, she has been doing lots of projects, filming projects, and all kinds of stuff. She's recently finished one, which I guess she can't talk about too much, but I'm pretty sure soon she'll be able to talk about a bit more. But go check out her page, Ciel Noir 3 on Instagram. Yeah, go check her out. Definitely. Great person.
And I think Weapons has come out. And the reason why I say Weapons is because her son is in Weapons. And that's just recently been released on streaming, I think, Deval.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And remember, folks, like, subscribe, leave a review. Reviews help us, actually. And they help with the algorithm. I love saying that, Deval, algorithm. So, leave a review. Let us know what you're liking. And if you see or, see one of the movies that we're going to be speaking about later on, tag us at the Flixters. Let us know you're watching the stuff and we can kind of carry on the conversation. All right, let's get into movie news. A couple of things that I want to speak about. This first thing now, Deval, Godzilla was I mean, is a huge franchise. And you know what? It's so hard to figure out now where all the different like movies are at the moment, because we've got the kind of the legacy ones, we've got the ones which are going back to old school, like in Japan. There's all this kind of like monster universe stuff going on. But one that was, and there was one on which is the one that was released on Apple.
Monarch, some Godzilla Monarch something.
So it's like there's one on Apple, there's some on Netflix, and then we've had these ones which were the kind of the Godzilla plus one. Was it plus one or minus one?
Minus one.
Yeah, so we had the Godzilla minus one, which did really, really well based on the budget. And they went back old school after the war, kind of this war-torn, ravaged Japan. And then out of the kind of the ashes, out of the rubble comes, you know what. And the news here is, Divaldo, so 2 years after the massive success of Godzilla minus one, they're coming back and they're bringing Godzilla minus zero.
Exactly. So like you said, this was a massive success. This was a budget of $15 million. $15 million. And worldwide it grossed $113 million. That's nearly a 10x on your money. So as an investor, that's lovely. So that's great. So there's no surprise that a new version is going to be made. It's going to come out 2026. So it'll be 3 years after the first one, which was 2023. And I think it'll be a lot more of the same of what we saw in Godzilla in that environment in Japan, in the original environment of where Godzilla came from.
Yeah.
But I understand this one's going to be a bit more widespread. It's going to be not just in Japan, but it's going to be from Japan. But yes, it's going to go in different areas as well. So I guess they're going to have a bit more of a budget. I hope they don't get too much budget and change it too much, because I like the way the constraints.
It makes it rough and edgy,
exactly,
and all that sort of. But check this out, just to kind of tack onto that, the Monster Versus version one, which we've just kind of spoken about before, they're coming back with Godzilla and Kong Supernova, which is going to be released in March 2027.
Yeah.
Supernova. I mean, why are they going to
cost about 200 million? That cost 200 million. You can imagine. So
that's like the GDP of like some like Asian, small Asian country, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, okay, so go check that out. If you haven't seen Godzilla minus one, go check it out. And there's two versions, right, Deval? There's the black and white version and there's a color version.
Yes, I think it was on Netflix a little while ago. I'm not sure if it still is, but it was on Netflix. So.
So go check that out. Now listen, let's move on to this one, which I thought was kind of interesting. And we're hearing a lot of this stuff going on. So Millie Bobby Brown, and obviously this ties in with the Stranger Things season finale is going to be coming up in November, December, and January. And this I just thought was kind of weird. Not weird, but
upside down.
Exactly. Millie Bobby Brown has filed a harassment complaint against David Harbour. David Harbour, obviously Marvel actor. He was also recently in the news. This is on a side note, as being recently divorced from Lily Allen. She came out with a new album recently, and apparently the songs in the album are talking about some shit that's gone on.
Yeah.
And this Millie Bobby Brown stuff comes out, but you know what?
The timing's a bit like,
yeah.
I mean, either way, whether it's true or false, I mean, it's not good. It doesn't sound like it. Like, and also, I heard that the I don't know what to call it. Like, it's not a legal lawsuit or anything. It's not a legal filing. I understand. I think it's internal with Netflix, but it was filed before filming started, from what I understand.
Right.
So it would have been really, I guess, awkward to have that situation happening, and then they've got a film, because remember their scenes are quite intimate, father and daughter. So I've seen a lot of the red carpet at the moment, and I think the reporters are told you cannot ask this question because no one's asked anything. So
imagine, what? I rate the person who just thinks, screw it, I'm gonna ask, what happens if they get kicked out. But David Harbour, he's decent. Like, I've seen him in a couple of other stuff, and he's kind of good. And so it just kind of, we'll see how this all pans out.
I've also heard some reports that he's a dickhead as well.
Yes, I know.
Sorry, I was going to say, just for fairness, I have heard. Obviously, we don't know anything. I don't know. This could all be bullshit. But I have heard some reports that he can be a dickhead. But so can anyone.
So
I heard
can
the report
mate,
the other day,
you
Jeremy Renner can be a dickhead. Like I was like,
exactly.
oh, him, Bill, like Hawkeye, but anyone can be.
I,
No, most of the time, you are,
you
aren't you? I got you first. I knew you were trying to get me.
oh God, so childish we are. I love it. But yeah, so go check it out. And
Yeah.
look, it's all going to tie in. So we'll figure out kind of with Stranger Things how that all happens. I wonder, Deval, if there's backlash, will they cut his? They won't cut his Stranger Things role, will they?
Well, it's done now, so
Yeah, but they
it's
haven't
done.
released it yet, though. They could be like, "Oh,
Nah,
it's too
they're
much."
gonna cut
Like,
it down. No, because that involves cutting down her as well. Because they're going to be together so much. So I don't think they can. It is
yeah,
what it is,
it
and
is.
it's not legal. Remember, it's not legal. This is like a internal thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to take you back to the 90s, folks. The Mummy franchise, which were huge, big movies for Universal movies starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. They made massive amounts of money. And then, they did kind of like the Scorpion King and the Mummy, the Tomb of the Emperor or whatever it was. It had Jet Li and those didn't do,
And
they
The
tanked.
Rock was he in one as well?
He was in the Scorpion
I didn't
King.
see those ones, you know.
I know, mate. They kind of they went down a bit. But check this out. According to the grapevine, Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz are in talks to return for a new Mummy movie. So I'm like, obviously they're in their 50s and 60s, which is that I'm not knocking them back for that.
No, knock it, yeah. They got no business running around. Yeah.
But listen,
have you seen Brendan Fraser in the well? Come on, mate.
Oh,
Can you imagine him swinging on a rope?
I know. No, I feel sorry for the rope. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? So they're not doing any running around.
I reckon, okay, good. I reckon if they're in this film, they should act as advisors to the next coming.
They're the old. They're going to be the mum and dad character type of thing.
Kind of thing. That's what it should. I don't want. If I see them swinging around in a rope, that's it. I'm done. No, I'm done. I've got to bail out. Yeah,
Trust me.
Not having it. I'm not having it.
So we're seeing this kind of resurgence of look, we've got Frankenstein, although it's not sitting in that universe. Universal have got their kind of, the Mummy, the Dracula and all that sort of stuff. So I wonder, could we start to see this kind of, I don't know, we're seeing the Mummy, we're talks of the Mummy now. Maybe could there be another Dracula movie, because remember Tom Cruise, he had his Mummy movie, Werewolf, that was out recently. So we'll see.
They'll keep it alive. I reckon they'll keep it alive. It might not be part of the same universe, but I think they'll keep bits and bobs alive, I think.
Exactly. All right. That is your movie news for this week's, folks. Remember, keep it locked with the Flixters. Hit us up if you, want us to talk about some particular movie news. We're more than welcome to share that as well. Let's get on to new and streaming. I want to speak about this one because this was probably one of the highlights of the Marvel Cinematic Universe this year, which was Fantastic Four First Steps. And you know what? I don't think it did. I don't think it set the box office ablaze, Deval.
No, it didn't.
But it was the stronger movie in the most recent lineup of movies.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, same. Yeah. It kind of reinvigorated a bit of that Marvel feeling for me, just temporarily. But you're right. I think the box office takings, from what I can see, what does it say? Budget was 200 million estimated. Worldwide gross 521 million. So
they're not going to be happy with that, are they?
They're not. No. I mean, it kind of, and I understand. I think you said it as well, that the marketing budget isn't part of that budget there.
That's add-on 50 to 100 million.
It wouldn't have lost money, but it wouldn't have made as much as they wanted. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's out on Disney Plus. And then remember, there's that crucial pivotal scene at the end of the movie, which I'm not going to spoil, but that sets up for what's coming up next year, so go check it out, go watch that. The other one, I've heard a lot of stuff about this, Deval. This is by the creator of Breaking Bad, and I'm a huge fan of Breaking Bad, so I do want to watch this. This is called Pluribus, and it's a sci-fi which is out on Apple TV, which they've cornered sci-fi as far as I'm concerned. So Deval, tell us about this.
Yeah, Pluribus is it's a mad one, It stars, like you mentioned, it's the Breaking Bad Vince Gilligan creator. This one stars Rhea Seehorn. So she was more in Better Call Saul. So Better Call Saul, she was like Saul's right hand woman kind of thing, and I think they had a relationship as well. She was also a lawyer and stuff. And basically, this is in a world overtaken by a mysterious wave of forced happiness. Yeah. So forced happiness. And now she's the only person who isn't happy. She's miserable compared to all these people. Like there's some sort of it's classed as a drama sci-fi. Something in the world has made everyone mad happy, and it's just uncomfortable. And she's like, "What's going on?" It's driving her insane.
Yeah.
This is that's all I know about it so far. I don't know much apart from that, and I think it's going to be interesting just because of that, because of the makers, but also because of the, the world in which it is now created. This sort of, I don't want to call it an infection, but it's something that doesn't need special effects, but it can be so easy to show. Do you know what I mean? Imagine that a world where everyone's happy, forcibly.
Yeah, mad. It would be. That sounds. Doesn't it sound like something from what's the band?
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror. Yeah. It sounds like something like from that, right? Like in a world where everyone's happy, and what happens when the mask comes off?
Exactly. So it's Apple TV. Like you said, they always do sci-fi, isn't it? So this is like another sci-fi thing, and this. I'm gonna watch this. This
is on the watch list. So go check it out. Go check out those on new and streaming. And look, there's other stuff as well. And we've got our fingers in lots of different stuff, but we're just kind of focusing on those two. Let's do trailers. So now this is interesting because Deval, hi there, Deval. This is Michael. This has been in the come on, Deval. This has been in the making for years, man. Ever since he passed away, that shit came out about obviously the child abuse stuff. A lot of people they're like, oh, we don't want this to happen. I want to see this. I want to see. But my thing is, we're not going to get any of the shit, though, are we? This is going to be the good stuff.
Yeah, I think this has been signed off by his estate, I believe, because even the star, Jafar Jackson.
What, related?
Ring any bells? Yes, that's his nephew, from what I understand.
Jeez.
His nephew, let me double check. Jafar Jackson. Is that his nephew? Singer. He is second youngest. Yeah. Nephew to Michael Jackson. Yeah, he is.
Wow.
Nephew to Michael Jackson. So he does kind of have that bit of resemblance. They've obviously added some extra sauce to it. But this one stars Jafar Jackson as Michael Jackson, Coleman Domingo as Joe Jackson. It's got Lorenz Tate in this. Is Miles Teller. There you go. So this looks interesting. This does. Michael Jackson, he is one of the most famous people of all time.
Icon.
Yeah. So
his music is, we listen to, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm a big, huge Jacko fan, especially from 70s and 80s Jacko.
Yeah.
70s and 80s Jacko, Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal, man.
Come on, man.
So those videos as well. Those videos.
When he flicks the coin, it goes in, and it just, please, man. I mean, look, I know there's obviously, which person doesn't have controversy at the moment, man? There's controversy, and obviously, you know what? People might be like, hey, blah, 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 whatever. There's going to be controversy, right? But I really want to watch this because I want to see kind of him being a kid, part of the Jackson 5, him going off being solo and all that sort of stuff. So this is only 30 seconds, but here's the big news, Deval. This racked up 30 million views in 6 hours.
Serious. See, people want it.
This teaser trailer.
People want it. This is out in spring next year, I believe. Yeah. So I think March or April, one of them. But yeah, exactly. This is...
Go check it out. Go check it out. Now, this next one, Predators. Well, hang on. This is, oh my God, well, there's another one coming out.
Mate. Yeah, this Predators. Predators, by definition, I mean, I know you're a teacher. Yeah. Yeah. Predators, by definition, is it is, how do I explain it actually? I'm waiting for the thing to load up, that's why.
Yeah, for Wikipedia.
So basically, a predator is taking away the movie magic. But basically, it's a person, it's an animal, it's a thing that hunts and kills and consumes the organism. So basically, it hunts and kills and preys on something else as part of the food chain, as like it has a use, a utility. Yeah. So predator. But that's why, by definition, even we'll talk about the movie later. By definition, they're not predators; they're hunters, because hunters hunt for game, for fun, for the thrill. Hunters don't eat; they just hunt. But predators are there to prey and eat. It's part of the food chain. But yeah, I digressed. Just real quickly, this one is called Predators. It's like a documentary. Have you heard of Chris Hansen? To Catch a Predator. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah. This one is an American documentary. It's going to be on Paramount Plus, and they're basically catching kiddie fiddlers. I know I didn't mean to put it just after the Michael trailer. I didn't mean it that way.
No connection.
I guarantee that I didn't. But that's what it is. This is. I will put it on there because of the film Predator. But this one, they're catching kiddie fiddlers. They are predators, child predators, and they're catching them, and it's mad. So that's going to be on Paramount Plus. If you've seen To Catch a Predator, if you've seen Takedown with Chris Hansen, it's all similar to that.
Yeah. And do you remember that movie? Do you remember there was that movie with John Caviezel that we watched?
Oh yeah, that was the one where they catch. Sound of Freedom. Yeah,
he plays an FBI agent, and he's like, that's based on true story. Yeah,
child traffickers and all that. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's called Predators. Go check it out. Now I'll put this next one on there. Hope I'm pronouncing this. So for all our Indonesian speakers out there, this is called Ikatan Dara. Now this is only a teaser trailer. In English, it's roughly translated as Blood Ties. But check this out. This is from Uwe's Pictures, Duval Uwe's Pictures.
Uwe's from Raid, the Raid.
Exactly. There you
hard
go.
kung fu, yeah. Hard karate.
This is from Iko Uwe's production house, and the way I can only put this is, if you're a fan of the Raid and you're a fan of Timur, there's another one that he did. This is it's such a teaser, and it's going to be a mad one, Duval.
Yeah.
Everyone coming together, fighting, going crazy. Like this woman, I think what it is this woman, she's only got like a short amount of time. She's on a tight leash. She has to basically get something done, and she's got to fight off the bad guys. And then these kind of gangsters, mafias, they're all in there. Go check it out. It's mad. It's called Blood Ties, but it's also called Ikatan Dara.
That sounds worse. Yeah.
I want to watch it.
Yeah.
This is the hype behind this one is going to be good. All right, okay. Those are your trailers, folks. Go check them out. Tag us. Let us know what you think of them. But let's get on to Anniversary Corner. And obviously, listen, we've spoken about so many Predators right now. Let's speak about Predators from 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And this is the Adrian Brody one, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Adrian Brody one.
How many Predators movies have there been, by the way?
Predator 2, which I saw recently. Yeah, Danny Glover and that. Predators.
With this one.
Then, if you want to get more, we're talking about them all. So you got AVP.
Yep.
2004. Then we got Alien vs Predator 2, Requiem, so 2007, and then we got
Prey. No.
Did I say Predator 2, Predators, AVP 2? Then we got Prey. No, we got The Predator, the Shane Black one.
Sorry, The Predator, which was that was Shane the most Black recent one.
Yeah.
And then we had Prey.
Then we got Prey, and then we got this one.
The animation.
Oh yeah, the animation. Yeah, that counts. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it counts.
Yeah, because it's in universe.
Yeah.
And now we've got this one. So there's 9 movies.
Yeah, there's 9. But I think they're saying that they're Requiem and AVP. They're saying that they're not really counting that in some kind of way. But I mean, we're talking about films that have been made that are available.
With the Predator in it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this one's Predators 2010. Adrian Brody. Is it Brody?
Brody.
And also, he's an Oscar winner. Yeah. It also stars Alice Braga, Topher Grace. We got Lawrence Fishburne's in it as well. Remember, he was in it as well.
I forgot Danny Trejo was in it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Danny Trejo, Walton Goggins,
Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala Ali. Yeah, so this one kind of tried to copy Predator 1. I think it
Mm.
did anyway. One, they're in the jungle.
Yep.
Yeah, they're in the jungle with the Predator. I remember, but I think the only person they miscast was Adrian Brody. I don't like
Yeah.
him in this at all. He's
There was
trying to do this
something
deep
weird,
voice. He's trying to be tough with this
like
deep
a
voice and trying
soldier.
to be, yeah. But everyone else, I think, was fine. Alice Braga was meant to be the Latina from the first one, copy and paste
Oh,
kind of thing. Then you've got Mahershala Ali's meant to be, I'm going to have me some fun. I'm going to have me some fun kind of thing. You know what I mean?
was
He's
it
him.
Lawrence Fishburne in this as well?
He's in this, but yeah, he's like a bit of a mad character.
Yeah.
But then you got either Danny Trejo. He's not so much.
He's going to be Billy type of a character.
That's what I was thinking. But then you had the Japanese guy who was
yeah.
he was a bit more in touch.
Hanzo.
So he might have been a bit linked to that character as well. And then you got this Russian
Topher
guy
Grace.
that's in it. Now the Russian guy's meant to be Jesse Ventura. He had a big, big gun as well, sort of thing.
Gun is wicked.
Had all these copycats that were meant to be. Topher Grace was meant to be Shane Black, kind of funny guy, kind of thing, sort of. But yeah, this one. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, yeah, this one. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was creative in that they put them in a jungle, but we thought it was Earth. It wasn't Earth. Remember, we found out that
it was their planet, wasn't it?
On a game. Now it was like a game planet. It was a separate planet.
Yeah.
Where they go there and they hunt, but also, like uniquely, they hunt people from or things from other worlds. But they also hunt themselves. Because if you remember, in this one, there was another predator.
Tied up.
It was tied up, exactly. So this one is like predators that have been bad or have gone against the code. I think they get thrown down here too, and they're fair game. So this is a really different kind of predator. I watched it again last night just to jog my memory, and it was okay. Don't get me wrong, it was okay.
Round, was it?
It was okay. I've seen it a few times now, but it was okay. But it's just I didn't like Adrian Brody. He was the only thing that threw me off. He's putting on this tough guy voice. I didn't like it. Didn't like it. You could have put in 2010. You had a young Chris Hemsworth, maybe. 2010. You had a flipping Carl Urban. Would have been good in it.
Would have been great in that.
He would have been perfect for me. He could have gone in it. There's a few other people, but I don't know why they've stuck him in there. He just didn't match. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. Topher Grace, people will remember, he was Venom.
Yeah, just 3 years before that. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so he kind of had a bit of a kind of thing going on. This was produced by Robert Rodriguez, who's great. I mean, we've seen him in City.
That's why he's in there.
Exactly, Sin City and everything. So go check it out. And obviously, it's part of the universe, the Predator universe, which leads us nicely into this. So that was 15 years ago, 2010. We're now 2025. We've kind of briefly just mentioned there was a recently released animation that was Predator's Badlands. No, Killer of Killers, sorry.
Killer of Killers, yeah.
That was Killer of Killers, and that was great. And I really like the fact that they did that, Devaldo. They introduced this kind of animation, and maybe they could take the kind of story in different directions. But this director, Daniel Trachtenberg? No.
Yeah, Dan Trachtenberg.
Trachtenberg. He's kind of come out and said when it was released, he was like, listen, I want to make more of these movies because there's still so many more Predator movies that for me to tell.
Okay.
So, we kind of had that. And Prey was interesting because it went back in time to like the 1700s or something?
Yeah, even earlier, I think. But yeah, it was ages ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was kind of, they go back in time and we had this kind of, indigenous American, we've seen her before in she's really good. Her name is Amber Midthunder. What a name. I love that name. And so she battles and all that sort of stuff. And then now here we are, Predator Badlands, Devaldo, set it up for us.
Yeah, so Predator Badlands. So this one stars Elle Fanning, and the name I'm going to struggle to pronounce, but I apologize in advance. Demetrius Schuster Colomantangi. Oh, I got it right. Okay.
How long did you practice that for?
I didn't actually. I just read it out, but I broke it down in my mind. But Elle Fanning she plays Thea, who's like a Wayland Yutani android, and Demetrius plays Dek, who is a predator.
Yeah.
So in this one now we're not sure what time it is in the whole timeline. We're not sure about that. Predator Badlands basically is about Dek. It's his film. So Dek is a predator, and the film sort of opens up where we see Deck being tested in his home planet. So we actually go to so basically Predator is a am I going to pronounce this right? Oh my gosh. He's a what are they called again? What are they called? Oh my gosh, what are they called again? He's a yukata. That's not yukata.
What? What is he, a fruit? Is he a vegetable?
You know Predator. What's their species called again? A yukta. No, not yukta. What are they called? You know what they are? You'll find it in a second.
Okay. Yes.
Yukcha.
Keep talking.
I can't pronounce it. Is it yukcha or something?
Keep going.
So basically, yeah. So we get to see the Predator planet, their homeland, and we get to see what it looks like, and it looks similar to what we saw in the animation. It looks a bit Mad Max-ish. Yautja. That's it. I couldn't pronounce it. Yautja. That's what they are. We're humans. They're Yautja. Yautja. So we go to the Yautja planet, Yautja Prime, and we see that Deck is basically being tested because every predator has to be tested. It's almost like the agoge that the Spartans have. It's almost, out in, I think in Australia, the First Nation people that go out and walk about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or everyone has their tests. Here in the UK, you've got to cross the road, look left and right. If you make it, you're good. You're accepted. Exactly. So he's getting tested, and but the thing is, he's getting tested because in his family, in his pack, it's like he's small. He's the smallest one. Yeah. He is the weakest one.
Right.
So by all definitions, similar to the 300 Spartans, if you have a weak one in your pack, you have to deal with them. They got to go. You got to cull the herd. Yeah, you got to kill him because you can't have a weak one among you. So the dad actually wanted to kill him. The brother didn't do it, and the brother basically helped him to escape and go to this planet where he to actually earn his respect, he has to take down this ferocious creature that no one can take down.
Ooh.
So he has to go and do that to prove to his dad and his family that he's worthy.
Yeah.
So that's why he looks different. He's not as grown up. He's tied his hair back. Well, you didn't see him do it, but because normally their hair is bigger. They're kind of
flopping about type of thing.
Yeah. So he looks different. He's got a fang that's broken because of something that happened in the past. And so he goes to this planet. He crash lands there, and he's there. Now he's so focused on finding this creature to make things right for with his family. So he goes there. And then he bumps into Elle Fanning, Tia, who's an android. You've seen in the trailer. She's got half her body, isn't it? She's not.
So
she's been through some shit. She's from the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. They were also sent there to Alien. Yeah, they were also sent there to search for this beast as well. This beast that no one can kill because this beast is it's a beast. When you see what it can do, it's a beast. So they've also been sent there. The beast tore them to shreds. She's half her body's left behind. They split. So now her and Predator they meet up. By the way, they're talking. Yeah. By the way, she's got a universal translator.
Oh, okay. So she speaks his language.
Yeah. So this is like something he's saying. Thank you very much. Yeah. I must say, from the get-go, when I saw this, when I sat down in the cinema, I forgot. But when I saw it say 12A, I was like, fuck.
Oh, shit. Really?
I was like, this is what we're going to get. 12A. I thought, oh, man. Gosh. That's when I knew straight away what this is about.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. So then from there, I knew what it was going to be about. So this is like a buddy film. It's like Predator and Android. Like he's a reluctant. He works alone. He said, "I work alone." She's like, "No, I can help you. I can help you." So she convinces him to help, and then he sees her as a tool almost to help doing what he's doing.
And by the end of the movie, they bond, and then they become best mates.
This planet is actually for Predators. Predators is like flipping Kew Gardens, yeah. It's like Hyde Park compared to Badlands. Badlands is as soon as you land, the forest itself is trying to kill you. The trees have got like arms and they're trying to kill you. There's pterodactyls. There's poisonous like flowers that will shoot darts in you.
Yeah.
You cannot rest on this planet. The planet will kill you before the animal will. So it's a tough planet.
Yeah.
And so basically, so they're trying to help each other. There's this.
You know what? I know where you're going to go with this. I know where you're going. And you know what? I'm so sad.
I think when this came, when I saw this, I thought, okay, this is going to be shit. I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's shit, but I knew it wasn't going to be
it's a
anything
letdown.
worthy of the Predator name. I knew it wasn't going to be.
Yes.
I thought, let me just go and
Oh
enjoy it. And
gosh.
yes, there are some enjoyable parts in this. There's some
Mm.
enjoyable fight scenes and graphics and whatever. The film does look good, even though Predator himself, I just can't. He doesn't look right. I don't know, but obviously he's a young version, so maybe he's
Yeah,
not grown up
yeah,
yet.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's not battle hardened. Actually, he hasn't actually earned his stripes. So
Okay.
the way we see him is almost like, let's say
He's a noob.
let's say you're the representation of
Mm.
Earth compared to an astronaut. You look
Yeah,
totally different because an
exactly.
alien would see an astronaut all suited up, and when they see us, they think, "What is this?"
What
So
the
you
hell is this little runt?
have to get your head around that. But
Yeah.
there's some scenes in this film which remind me of The Mandalorian,
Oh,
Star Wars.
see,
It's like a kids thing. There's a scene where they're sitting around a fucking fire and
and
they're
then
chatting about their feelings. Yeah, Predator. Yeah, Predator. Yeah,
this is a Predator movie.
I can't do the clicks anymore. Like Predator. Yeah,
Oh shit, man.
Predator
No.
is sitting around the fire chatting to some girl, and the
See,
next creature.
see, fucking
They
kumbaya.
get another creature. There's another creature that they get to join their
Oh
crew.
gosh,
Yeah, and this creature is like a cuddly kind of. So it's like, because that's what I'm
like
saying.
a
It's like Star
Grogu.
Wars. Like exactly. Disney fuck shit up when they get onto
Uh,
serious IPs. They mess it up.
yeah, because they, you know what they're probably thinking? They're probably thinking, oh, we want the kids, we want cuddly
Thank you.
toys out of it, we
Thank
want,
you.
oh
So
man,
they want maximum bang
they
for
got
buck.
ka-ching.
Kids are going to want to go and see this.
Yes,
Parents got to take the kids, but technically, kids shouldn't know Predator. Predator is like 18. All kids are adults now that have seen it from back in the day. So young kids
yes.
now should not know Predator. But this basically, yeah,
It should
this
have at least been a 15 then.
nah, it's not. And do you know why they can get away with it? Because most of what they kill are either the animals or
So there's
the
no humans.
Weyland Yutani androids. And
So
there's a
it's
few
not.
scenes,
So it's not
no blood,
real.
no blood, no red blood. And Predator's blood is green. Android's blood is white. The animal's blood is I don't know what color. So they get away with it that way.
You know that they've missed a trick with this one. They could have made this so much more because this franchise, that character, that thing deserves so
Yeah.
much more, Deval.
Yeah. And I think Dan Trachtenberg is a good filmmaker. I think
Yeah.
the films that he can make are good. 10 Cloverfield Road is wicked.
Yes. Even
Yeah, but
Prey had moments in there where I was like, yeah,
yeah,
this is great. This is good. I can see
yeah,
where they're going to go with this.
yeah.
And
Prey was
yeah,
better
that,
than this for sure. Yeah.
yeah.
But
Oh,
this totally just the way it's just this could have been a Star Wars of some sort. Like this could have been an episode of The Mandalorian or something. Do you know what I mean?
So by the
Yeah.
end of it, Devaldo, do we get any other further link ups with the
Yes.
Alien franchise?
No, we don't. No. But by the
No.
end of it, no, we don't. No. There's no more. They don't talk about Xenomorphs. They don't talk about anything. Weyland Yutani was enough, and then by the end of it, we get to see that they want to make more. To them, there may well be. I think even Dan Trachtenberg said he wanted a trilogy, so he probably will get another film. I reckon this will do well because for some reason everyone's talking about it like it's really good, and maybe they really enjoyed it. But for
What
me,
about the budget though? What do we know about the budget?
the budget for this one is so far it's looking like it doesn't say what it is. I estimate 150
Jeez.
between 120 and 150 million. That's what I estimate. Yeah, but it's not showing it so far. This was filmed mostly in New Zealand. The Predator actor, I think, is from New Zealand, and a lot of the landscape was New Zealand and stuff. So it does. I think the film looks good, but I just think Predator. When you're talking about
It should be.
Predator turns up to kill you, and and most of the time, yeah, he gets killed. But Predator is not chatting around fires. He's not talking about his feelings. We don't know his name. We don't know anything. Predator is an illusion. Remember, he started out in the woods. He started out as a folk tale. Like Predator is. But in this one, we get too much of Predator. The good thing, I mean, they did actually make a language. The Predator language in this has been fully developed by someone. Because obviously we need to hear him talking that. So it's great creativity. But for me, the less is more with Predator.
It's like what they did with Alien Earth.
Yeah. Exactly.
They showed us so much.
Disney. It's all Disney, man. It's all Disney.
So you know what? I know the answer to my question. And my question to you was, should I go out to the cinema and watch it? And it's going to be a no for me.
Yeah, wait for Disney Plus. Yeah,
Yeah,
unless you literally have free time and you don't mind, because it is enjoyable in some parts. But I
yeah.
think if you're looking for a Predator film, don't expect it. That way, you might actually enjoy it.
Exactly. No,
Mm.
true that, true that, true that. All right, okay, folks, go check it out. That's Predator Badlands. And although this reviewer won't be watching it in the cinema, maybe you will, and you might get some more like out of it. But let's see.
Mm.
Get in touch with us. Let us know. Write to us and tell us what you think. Now, listen, we've got time to speak about this one. I do want to speak about this. Actually, I did watch this. This just was recently released from one monster to another monster. This is Frankenstein, Guillermo del
Mm.
Toro's Frankenstein, and this is based on the novel from Mary Shelley. So this, you know what? I was doing a bit of reading on this, Devaldo. Mary Shelley wrote this book, this story about Frankenstein in the 1800s. A
Mm.
female writing a science fiction book in the 1800s, that's unheard of.
That's very much out of the norms, isn't it? She must have been.
Like
How did they
way
even
ahead of her
accept
time.
her? Yeah.
Exactly, way ahead of her time. And when it came out in the 1800s, it was like a huge hit, and then it just kind of slowly starts. Hollywood, loves the story, and it's kind of what I loved about this one though was is we've seen Frankenstein before. We've seen comedy versions. I remember Young Frankenstein, that was in the 1970s. We saw Robert De Niro, him playing Frankenstein in the 1990s, I think it was, or something, with Kenneth Branagh. I think for me, of all the versions of Frankenstein, this is probably the one which I like the most. There's a few little changes that they made when I was reading into the whole thing. It stars Oscar Isaac, who plays Victor Frankenstein. It stars Mia Goth,
Mm.
who plays this character called Elizabeth. And then we've got Jacob Elordi, who's this Australian actor who plays the monster.
He's six
And
foot five in real life. You know that.
man, the guy was, and you know
And a
it, man.
half.
Yes, this guy is absolutely huge. The only thing that I thought though was they made him too clean looking.
Okay. Okay.
I was probably expecting him more monstrous, if you know what I
Mm.
mean. When you
Okay.
watch the movie, you'll get what I'm seeing. There's clean lines on his body, and although you do get to see scars and everything, I thought he was a bit more chiseled than kind of what I was thinking. But that's not to take anything away from his performance.
Mm.
But basically, breakdown of the summary of the story is, Victor Frankenstein, he's, this young, grown up in wealth. His dad is played by, not Tyrion Lannister. Who is it?
Oh. Oh my gosh, Charles Dance, who is
Charles Dance.
oh my gosh,
He was a Lannister.
Daddy Lannister. Yeah, I forgot his name, but yeah, Daddy Lannister.
And have you noticed,
Tywin,
Deval,
Tywin Lannister.
Tywin
Sorry.
Lannister,
Yeah,
everything Charles Dancer does is
he's gangster.
there's always a bit of Lannister. You always
He's
see him,
gangster. He's
even in this
gangster.
one.
Yeah.
When I saw him in this movie, in this film, I thought, you know what, he's doing another Lannister. So we see kind of Victor Frankenstein, his childhood. His dad's pretty harsh, and there's a bit of tragedy in his life where he loses his mum, and then from that point onwards, Victor Frankenstein's like, right, okay, I am gonna be like, at the forefront of science. I'm going to bring, life into this world. And then as he grows older, we see him, become this kind of mad scientist, and he's like presenting himself to the Science Academy in Edinburgh, and he's like, listen, everyone's talking about life, I'm going to talk about death, and I'm going to bring someone back to death. And he's kind of like, shooed off and everything, which almost reminded me of, do you remember the scene from The Wolfman, Deval?
What, the Benicio del Toro one?
It's a Del Toro one. Do you remember
Yeah.
there's a scene where he's presenting to the whole kind of audience, and he's like, I'm going to show you what happens. And it was very similar, which I thought was kind of...
Oh, okay. Yes, yes, yeah.
this
That
kind
was that also Guillermo? No, it wasn't Guillermo, was it? That one that wasn't made by him. No, I don't think so.
point. We'll have a look at that one. But it was kind of, but in that Gothic era. So we
Yes,
we
yeah,
do
yeah,
kind of get to
yeah.
see kind of the Gothicness come in there. And then what's his name? Christoph Waltz turns up, and he's like, hey, I saw your thing, and I want to give you whatever you need. I'll throw all the money. I'll give you anything that you need, like, resources. I want you to do what you do, and I want to see you fulfill your destiny, basically. And then we kind of get this kind of montage segment bit where, Victor Frankenstein, he needs this, he needs silver to make this, and he's putting his kind of lab together, and you kind of see that whole kind of madness kind of growing inside him. And I thought Oscar Isaac, he's really good. He does a great British accent. He does this English accent.
Yeah, he was good actually. Yeah, he actually threw me off a bit because
Yeah.
there's certain. I think there's a couple of roles I've seen him in that I don't like him in, but I thought I might not like him in this, but he don't. I think he was really good in this actually.
Yeah, I think he plays that madness, and in the novel, he is Victor Frankenstein is this madman. He's cutting up cadavers. He's trying to find like bodies, and it's quite. What I liked was they also do show that kind of madness where he's cutting up bodies, and they're just throwing bodies around, corpses, carcasses, and it's you see flies and blood and gore and guts and all that sort of stuff going on, and eventually he does make this monster, and that's not giving anything away because we see it in the trailer. But what we don't see is the kind of, the after effects of, okay, you're a scientist, you've created this monster, you've brought life, back. But what's the implication of that? And that is the crux of the story.
The moral kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a thing about this called the modern Prometheus.
But that's what the title of the book is also called as well, I think.
The modern Prometheus, because in obviously Greek mythology, Zeus and the Olympians, they were all upset with Prometheus because he took fire and he gave it to human beings, and he basically gave them the power of the gods. And then his punishment was that he'd have to have his heart eaten out by an eagle, and it gets regrown, with it every 24 hours. So he's in constant pain. Eaten again.
That's dread.
Duress under extreme, exactly. So
that's like Bart Simpson when he says, "Eat my heart out." Doesn't he say that? Eat your heart out or something. Eat my shorts. Okay.
Yeah, eat my shorts. So it is kind of like, the modern Prometheus, where where Victor Frankenstein, who does he get off? Like who does he think he is? Where he's got the power of bringing people back, back to life. That's only only God has that power. And they kind of ask that question in the novel, but maybe not so much in the movie, because we're left to kind of deal with the consequences. Okay, this guy is just created. If it was that easy, then maybe we're not so special, Deval.
I don't think we are, to be honest. No. I've always said that, because what we do, look at us, not us, but humans. Nah. And if we were so unique, it's the same answer. If we're so unique and we're so special, look at what we're doing. Yeah. And if we're not, look at what we're doing. Either way, look at what we're doing. It's mad.
Absolutely. And this kind of the book, especially the novel, kind of asks those questions of us, like, okay, oh my gosh, are we godlike? Do we have the power? And should we, just because we can, should we? And then Victor Frankenstein, he is left with this kind of this question. He's just like, oh my gosh, what have I created?
Quandary.
Exactly. There you go. And then, Deval, so the first half of the movie is all about Victor Frankenstein, and then the second half of the movie is all about the actual monster. So we see this kind of, how, he sees life and how humans treat him. And then in a lot of Guillermo del Toro's movies, the monster is usually the one with the heart. Pan's Labyrinth. It's usually, that was set in the Spanish Civil War, where the humans are the kind of evil ones. And in this one, Victor Frankenstein is kind of like almost like the evil one, like, the way he treats him, the way they, do all this sort of stuff.
True. I did feel for the monster, because the monster, he just wanted to be loved. He just wanted to understand the world. He wanted to learn. He wanted companionship. He wanted a friend. Do you know what I mean? And I think, justice for Walder Frey, because Walder Frey,
yes,
in Game of Thrones, Walder Frey is an evil bastard. And the actor that plays him, like, people think he's an evil bastard too. He's not. So I'm glad to see him playing a goodie in this film, the blind old man.
Old man.
He was the only first and only friend that the creature had.
Now, the only thing that I think people will get annoyed about, I mean, it doesn't. I wouldn't go so far as to say I was annoyed, but this Frankenstein they give him like powers.
As in, like, he's really strong and he can
Regenerate.
self-regenerate. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, exactly. That's not in the novel.
No.
So I get it. So Guillermo, this is Guillermo del Toro's version. Like, I mean, like there's sequences in the movie where he takes out guys where he just ripping their heads off. He's
The
like,
man put a dynamite. He held the dynamite to his chest, blew up, and he was still okay. Like, that doesn't kill you. What will?
Not only that, he's moving 1,000-ton ship.
Oh my gosh, mate!
I was like, where's this coming from? Like, what?
Yeah,
like,
some things are just like they just did it to fit the narrative because they needed it to be done. So it's as simple as writing it in.
Yeah. Oh, let's give this Frankenstein so he can regenerate, so he can't die, and we're gonna give like the way he just kills people is unbelievable. But then they also do something which you just mentioned about, which you just said before, whereas they make him human. Like, he just wanted to be loved, and there is that common that that human element, especially with his character, the monster's character, with Mia Goth's character. She just wants to to love him and take care of him and everything. So yeah, man, I thought it looks visually, it looks great. It's very gothic.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac, he hams it up and he goes over the top. And then it's the monster is there to kind of be calm and calm it down a bit and slow it down. And you see that kind of that juxtaposition between the human and the monster. So there is that element. And in ways it's poetic as well, Deval, don't you reckon?
Oh, very, very. I think because you need that contrast in life, don't you? And it's not always the thing that looks beautiful that is. And the thing that is compassionate, the thing that's caring. Because in this sense, it was a monster. In first sight, he looks grotesque. He looks like a beast. He's going to kill you, but he's not. But so it's that thing of don't judge a book by its cover. Stereotypes. The monsters were the humans, the doctors, and the scientists that were playing God, doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Yeah. And it's only later they realized they're wrong when it was too late. Victor. Now the creature, who never even got a name, the creature now lives on in this icy wasteland with no friendship, no nothing, hard to kill it. It can't even kill itself.
It can't even.
What's it going to do? That's a really sad life.
It's going to be roaming. Now, have they left it open so that there could be a sequel?
Yes, because he's still alive. But I think no, they shouldn't make a sequel. No. I know he wants a missus, isn't it? He's not going to go.
He does. Because he was like, he's not swiping.
He's not swiping. And unless Mia Goth's character, there's another one, which probably there will be, because even serial killers get love letters. So there's going to be someone in the world that likes him. So he just needs to go and find that person. Can you imagine doing speed date at the local tavern?
Oh mate. This is so funny, mate. Oh gosh. There's a moment where he reminded me a bit of Jacob Elordi. He reminds me a bit of who's Beast? What's Beast's name again?
Nicholas Hoult.
Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah.
Did you see any similarity there, or was that just me?
I know what you mean a little bit. Their sort of facial structure and stuff. I see what you mean. I've seen him in Euphoria. He's a good actor. I didn't realize he was that tall. He is mad tall.
Huge.
Mad tall, but he's a good actor as well. Yeah. So I think they can make a sequel, but I don't think they should. They should leave it alone. Leave it alone, man.
Leave it alone, because the way it ended was perfect, like on this kind of somber note, and in the end they do reconcile. They do without giving anything away, like how they do it, but there is this kind of reconciliation, and there is this kind of moment for the monster that to become like human. So there is that, which I thought was really, really great. They could have gone in a different direction where it's like he goes ballistic, Deval. He goes mad.
Yeah, and then literally he could have wasted everyone. He did kill a few people, which I think is a bit sad, because those people are not going to
what did they do?
Return to their families and say, what happened to him? Oh, some guy killed him. So what do you do about it? We let him go. But he did push start our car. We needed a push start. He push started us, so that's all right. Push started the boat.
Exactly. I was just like, oh my gosh. So listen, if you want to watch, obviously, it's got the gothic elements. It is true to Mary Shelley's, the original. It does ask those questions, and I quite enjoyed it, Deval. I actually thought I liked it more than what I thought I was going to.
Mm. Yeah, same. It's quite long. It's like 2.5 hours, so
Oh,
be ready
close
for
to
that.
3 hours, man.
Obviously, you're at home, so again, but yeah, it's a long film, but it's a good film as well, and it's on Netflix. It's accessible for a lot of people, So
Absolutely. So out of the two, Devaldo, which is your movie of the week?
it's a tough one, It's a tough one because I of the genres, I do prefer the Predator Badlands
Oh,
genre.
yeah,
I do
100%.
prefer that, but I would say for meeting my expectations and not lowering it, I'll say the Frankenstein one was because I knew what I was going to get. It wasn't shitter than what I thought.
Yeah.
It met what I wanted, and that was fine. So I think, yeah, Frankenstein for me is the one this week.
All right, folks, there you hear it. That is movie of the week for us on the Flixters. Now, remember, keep it locked with us. We've got more movies that we're going to be speaking about next week's show. There's other movies coming out that which we're going to be reviewing. Deval,
Yeah,
a
Running
small
Man.
snippet. Oh,
The
God,
running
Running Man.
next week. Yeah, that's happening next week.
That's happening next week. So, yeah, we've got to go check that one out as well. All right, so that's going to be the big release next week. So we'll let you know about that one. And is this coming out for you over there in the UK? The whole bloody affair, Kill Bill.
Yes, I saw a trailer for that. Yeah, they're gonna show it as one big movie, isn't it?
Mate,
Yeah.
this is like get ready for like 4 hour.
Yeah, that's the way it was meant to be.
Supposed to be.
Yeah. So I would I go cinema for that? I don't know if I would.
I don't know. Yeah,
it's available. It's available. So I don't know if I'll go
I
cinema.
know.
But yeah, I don't know. But then they do say there's going to be bits in it that have never been shown before.
Oh, I hope so. That'd be good.
So that might pull people in to go and watch it.
To go watch it again. Yeah. All right. Okay. So go check that out, folks. And remember, keep it locked with the Flixters. Message us, DM us, slide into our DMs if you want.
Slide right in.
Slide right in. And we'll see you on the next one.
All right. Peace out.